Carl Christensen graduated from Eastern Washington University in 2019 with a degree in classical music composition. Since then, he has taken a sharp left turn into the worlds of singer-songwriter and country and western music. His Tumbleweed performance will feature upcoming streaming service releases and material that is being presented to the public for the very first time.
Hey, I'm Carl Christensen. Hope you're having a pleasant evening, morning, afternoon, whenever this gets streamed or wherever you happen to be watching it in the future. I was scheduled to play in several different music festivals this summer, all of which have been canceled. But I just want to say that Tumbleweed has done a fantastic job still continuing to make sure that we have an opportunity to present our art to everyone. And I just really appreciate that a lot. And I really appreciate all the awesome people who are working to make this thing happen. So without further ado, I'm going to play a song about starting a cult. Well, I rolled out of bed and I checked my phone. It was the weekly end of the world, and so I called my friend with several acres of land and said, let's start a cult, my man. He said, Carl, you must be out your goddamn mind. There's no way we convince people that we're divine. You've had ego issues in the past, my friend, but you've outdone yourself this time. But don't it sound nice to have 17 wives and live off the land and have campfires every night? Yeah, how hard could it really be to form a new society? Just wave your hands and say we got what you need. He said, Carl, you might have me convinced. You are quite well known for your charismaticness, and our organization could be quite amazing. What's the worst that could come of this? So I put some ads up on some websites. Are you searching for a deeper purpose in life? And if every single day just feels so mundane, I can make all of that change. Yeah, we grow our own food out in the garden. We host group yoga every morning. So just take the night to open your third eye, and we think you'll fit in just fine. You're so special and we all care about you, but there's one or two things you're gonna need to prove. We need loyalty of the highest degree, speaking strictly financially. But don't it sound great to live free of hate? Just come with us, your happiness awaits. Yeah, join our tribe, we promise you'll thrive. We think you'll find it's well worth the find. We've been growing our numbers for 6 months or so, and then I got a call on the telephone, and I could not believe who was speaking to me. It was the U.S. military. They said, sir, we've been watching you and we are quite impressed. Your people sign away their lives without a second guess. And if you care to share some tips of the trade, name your price and it'll get paid. I said it's not complex, I'm sure you'll agree. Nobody's problems in life are really all that unique. So just say you can make the problems go away and keep the details vague. Yeah, make it sound like you can fix their lives, and all you need are their initials on the dotted line. Yeah, give them something to believe, a purpose or cause they can follow blindly. And when you're starting a cult, confusion is your friend. That might sound evil, but it's just a means to an end. So play your cards close to the table, and you could end up with a thriving cult. Yeah, play your cards close to the table, and you could end up with a thriving cult. Thank you. That's our audio tech, Jesse, there, who's helping us out. I'm going to play a real quick one now. The purest form of despair I've ever felt was when witnessing the horrific and being powerless to help. A train flying towards a wall, knowing I was somehow complicit in laying the tracks that it rides on. A force unstoppable, flying towards the inevitable. And I wish they had competitive self-loathing, because then I might be good for something. I could get some sponsors, promote them on a blog, donate the money to a charitable cause and make a difference. Instead, I'm just sitting. Just a little guy. Thank you. This is going to be my final song for the evening, afternoon, morning, whenever you're watching this. I certainly hope you've enjoyed. My name's Christensen. This is a song called A Few Words Before We Go. All right, here we go. Now do you take pride in your constant state of sadness? Do you think that it's romantic? Do you find it grand and tragic? You better find a snappy way to make sure you stand out on a shelf. Any Renaissance man will tell you that your art won't sell itself. So I've been watching my words, make sure I'm posting on brand. Know that everything is scripted, it just never sounds planned. An actor and a singer and a liar and a stripper do the same jobs wearing different clothes. But I was given this body, it's filled with blemishes and flaws, and an asymmetric face that no designer sure could solve. So I'm not gonna sell no records based on my sex appeal. So I better make sure that every fucking word I write is real. Why not just make something easy? Get tossed into a playlist and make some Spotify cash by going totally unnoticed. The thought has crossed my mind and I ain't too proud to admit it. You gotta take anything that you can get, but I'm not gonna take it just yet. I dreamt of a baby, it was choking on single-use plastic, and a congressman was claiming that's not a cause for panic. And then he opened up his coat and out spilled oil-covered bills, and he tried to use them to clean the blood out from his fingernails. So I asked him, what's your plan for when the water rises up? Mine's to fashion a raft out of Chick-fil-A styrofoam cups. That old man's gonna die along with his degenerate ideals, but these cups are gonna outlive all of us. Now what profit do you turn when you ignore the science? And what profit, live or dead, would be maintaining silence? Do you sleep well at night with all these deaths on your conscience? Is your Fortune 500 keeping you warm? And I think the biggest lie that we tell ourselves is you can't buy an election. Just try and swallow that pill down when you see how much the winners spend. And our fearless leaders only serve the highest bidders. They're not the heroes that they'd have you to believe. They'd be nothing if not for greed. Now how do you tell a child that this world is gonna kill him? Either slowly and surely, or in a sudden cataclysm. And how badly I wish that I had all the answers for him, to lead a guilt-free life and leave zero carbon footprint. But I got stars and stripes in my accent, my birthplace always shows. You can take the boy out of America, but you know how the rest of the phrase goes. And who would I be serving if I deserted my home? You can only run so far from your bloodline. But I was born and raised on land that was stolen by my grandfather's father and his father before him. I'm a side effect of genocide, and I'm probably gonna spend the rest of my life attempting to empathize without ever being patronizing. What a fool I am to task myself with fixing the world when the only thing I'm good for are these chords in my words. As if screaming into microphones is gonna fix anything, but at least I'm doing something. This is all that I know how to do. I'm just trying to speak some truth. Thank you. I've been Carl Christensen. Have a great day.